Will he or won't he? That is the big question tonight about the political future of Governor Tim Walz, as in, will he run for a third term as governor?
Chief political reporter Tom Hauser is here with more on the likely timeline for a decision.
Lindsay, the decision is likely at least 2 to 3 weeks away, but the speculation is dusting up now because Democratic and Republican candidates are growing restless as they decide whether they will run if Walz does not.
I'll travel around Minnesota, and my pledge was to get out an announcement on that if it's right for Minnesota.
The will he or won't he run again question has become a political parlor game in Minnesota. Initially, the governor said he would announce a decision after the 2025 legislative session. Are you planning to run for re-election as governor?
What I've always said is that has more to do with where the people are at. If there's a desire that it might make sense, if they'd like to see us run again, we'd talk to folks, but at this time, I'm just trying to get through the session.
Then the legislature went to special session. Days later, 2 state lawmakers and their spouses were shot in their homes. Speaker Emerita Melissa Hortman and her husband were killed. That hit Walz and many politicians hard, and now he's waiting until after the state fair to announce. Do you think the governor is wavering?
I think that, first of all, the assassination of Speaker of Melissa Hortman, I think shook everybody, Democrats or Republicans, especially in politics, and Senator Hoffman as well. So I think that really slowed things down, and it makes you kind of think about what you want to do. I also think that the governor's got to kind of take a look at his numbers, and there's a lot of things going on in state government that need to be fixed, and I think the governor's probably focused on that.
There is just so much that people can bring up, whether it's from his candidacy for vice president to the fraud in the state. There's just so many issues.
Well, this is why no Minnesota governor has been elected to a third 4-year term. Lots of things happen while you're governor. There are, lots of machinations, and yet there are lots of issues coming out, and especially when the U.S. attorney is digging into this fraud and saying there could be over $1 billion worth of fraud that has happened in Minnesota in these last few years. That's a significant problem that needs to be dealt with and will be part of a campaign.
Now, the political rumor mill is in overdrive with speculation about who might run if Governor Walz does not. Even Congresswoman Angie Craig and Senator Amy Klobuchar have entered the chat, so to speak. Now, according to our most recent KSTP Survey USA poll back in June, 43% of Minnesotans surveyed wanted Walz to run again, while another 43% said he should not. We'll have more analysis of all of this on At Issue at 10 o'clock Sunday morning. Lindsay?
All right, the speculation continues. Tom, thank you.